Hey, what's up everybody? It's Joseph from ScreenBite, and today we're going to be taking a look at this, the Razer Deathadder Elite. Definitely one of the best gaming mice to come out of 2016. Let's take a look at it and find out why.
Now design-wise, Razer has once again stuck with that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It has that classic Deathadder shape that they introduced back with the 2007 Deathadder, with some minor changes that they've improved on over the years. Material-wise, it's definitely not super duper premium like something like the Myonix Caster, but it doesn't feel cheap. It has a nice smooth texture to the top, and the rubber grips on the sides are fantastic. The scroll wheel now has the Mamba scroll wheel with those little dots, which takes a little bit getting used to, but honestly it definitely helps with scrolling quite a bit. Now on the bottom, Razer went ahead and did something which I personally really love, and they increased the size of the Teflon feet, which definitely helps with glide. As you can see on the bottom of the Deathadder Chroma, you had these little teeny tiny feet, which honestly worked, but it didn't glide as well as it could have. Razer has once again stuck with a braided cable, but this is one area where it's much improved over the Chroma. There's absolutely no tension on this one. Here's a quick listen to the clicks in relation to the Deathadder Chroma. Alright, now let's talk about performance. How does this thing perform in game? It could be the prettiest or the most comfortable mouse in the world, but it won't be nothing if it can't perform, right? Well, to show that off, I brought up a gameplay that I did here in Rainbow Six Siege during a terrorist hunt, and I really feel like this helps show it off. Now, on the sensor side of things, Razer has been very reluctant to share the information as to what they put inside of here. So speculating, I would say that it's Razer's version of the 3360, which can be found in Logitech mice like the G403 or a lot of other mice that are coming to the market. Of course, they did their own thing and they tweaked it a little bit, and it definitely shows. This is one of the snappiest sensors that I've ever used, and I really feel like it is true one-to-one movement in game. None of that fancy marketing gimmick. I have not been able to get this mouse to spin out, and I've purposely tested it, swinging my arm as fast as I could, and nothing would happen. Definitely, this is a very well-performing mouse sensor, and I'm going to go ahead and shut up now and let the gameplay speak for itself. And last but not least, a quick look at Razer Synapse 2.0, the software that the mouse runs off of, just like any other product from Razer. You can remap all of the mouse buttons just like any other mouse. I would highly recommend not doing that, of course, because then you can't use it. You do have some profiles here that you can mess around with, which is pretty nice. Oops, that's Naga, don't go there. Here we have the performance, where you can change the DPI steps from 100 up to 16,000 in increments of 100. You can mess around with acceleration, but please don't do that. You can change the polling rate. I keep it at 1,000 because this mouse can handle it. You can also mess around with profiles here as well. In lighting, you have 2 lighting zones with the scroll wheel and the logo. I have it matching my desktop setup. You can make it match any other chroma software you have, or any other chroma products. You can also mess with the brightness levels and things of that nature. And lastly, in calibration, you can use the calibration tool to match the sensor to whatever mouse pad you're using, which is pretty cool.
Alright, so closing thoughts. What do I think of this mouse? Well, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is definitely my new daily driver, and that's for a reason. It has the shape that I love, molded perfectly to my hand. The performance is phenomenal. I've never had a missed shot that wasn't entirely my fault. As well as I can finally start to say that that old quality control issue that Razer had with the Deathadder and with that Black Widow X that I have behind me, I feel like that's finally going away. I haven't had any issues with the mouse. It runs perfectly, and just a great mouse, guys. As for the Deathadder Chroma, if you already own that, honestly, it's not a huge update, but if you do want brighter lights and slightly better performance, then it's definitely a good choice, as well as those DPI buttons, of course. But you're not going to go wrong if you stick to the older mouse. But yeah, so that's going to go ahead and do it for this video, guys. So thank you once again for watching. If you liked it, make sure to show it by hitting that like button down below. As well as if you truly like the content, feel free to subscribe. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one.